are the animals that will later be used in the sanctuary service.
Oh, I haven't
And
noticed that, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're all the same. There's
Yeah.
the birds and the animals are all the sacrificial animals. And he cuts them in two, places them side each other, and then there's no mention of his walking in between, interestingly.
No.
I mean, he may have done that, but that's not the point of the story.
Because that's a piece of when they would make a covenant, you cut the animal in half, so his
Yeah.
blood is like spilled out on the ground. It was a very visceral
right.
thing.
That's right.
And then
That's right.
the parties of the covenant would walk in between the animals.
That's right.
As that symbolism of if we break the covenant,
That's
this
right.
is what ought
That's
to be
right.
done to us. Yeah.
But here's the cool twist that God does. That's I don't think there's no other example in the ancient Near East of this kind of covenant that happens. You've described correctly what happened in the ancient Near Eastern covenants.
Okay. Yeah.
They both walked between the pieces, and they both agreed that let this happen to us. Let us be cut like this animal. But the fact that Abram is never mentioned here, he's put to sleep. And then there are two parties that walk between.
Yeah, a torch and a bowl of flame.
Yes. And those two are mentioned, those same two words are mentioned later in Exodus 19, representing the Godhead who's on Mount Sinai. And so they act, and Ellen White is clear, the Father and the Son were both on the mountain there. And we have throughout Genesis, we have Yahweh, and then we have the angel of the Lord who comes, and when he comes as a messenger, he says, I am Yahweh. So you have two Yahwehs throughout Genesis. And so the two Yahwehs are walking, the two light sources, the two divine light sources are walking together through the pieces. And so the real covenant, which we fail to look at too often, it's not between God and us, which we break so often. It's between God and God. Saying, if we
I'm
break
going to be faithful.
Then may we be torn, ripped God from God.
If we break it. Wow.
And so God is offering to have self-destruction of the Godhead.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happens. Because in Isaiah 53, it takes the same word here as the pieces and says that refers to Jesus. And then on Psalm 22.
Wait, sorry, you're referencing the metaphor of the suffering servant in Isaiah 53?
Yeah, Isaiah 53, the suffering servant, and it talks about in his death, and it says he will be cut off, and uses the language of the pieces of Genesis 15. And he is the one that is experiencing this covenant being broken.
Wow.
Oh, and what happens then?
I'm trying to figure out where that is.
Is this verse 8?
Let's see.
Oh, he was cut off out of the land of the living, that part?
Just a minute here. Let's go.
While you're looking for that, I think just to describe to people that if they haven't already caught it, the crazy part about this is when God makes that covenant with Abram, I'm going to make you a great nation. It's wild because he's saying, this is not dependent on, like, I am going to be faithful. This is not dependent on you, which is a wild thing to
That's huge.
And so then when you carry this into the other sacrificial systems, even though humans have a part to play, there is a covenant that God makes with them later, which is keep my law, keep my covenant, keep the things that I'm asking you to. It always ends up getting applied back to God as God is the one who is faithful consistently.
That's right. That's right.
Which is really cool.
And the word is, in verse 8, it's the word gezer, which is the same word in Genesis 15, verse 17, to describe the pieces.
Wow.
And
that's nuts.
And so then you go to the cross and you get the capstone on this. When Jesus on the cross, the sins of the world have just separated him from God, and he cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me?
Yeah.
It happens. God is cut from God. He's ripped from God.
I never saw
that. And they feel that he feels the eternal separation that those who aren't saved are going to experience for eternity. So for me, when I talk about covenants, I always go to this text first, because it shows that the covenant is ultimately between the Father and the Son, not between him and his people.
Yeah.
And so that will never fail.
Yeah.